every place on it. Look at that, pecans. Pecans. Look at that, pecans. Look all down in there. Look at all of them in there. Pick this limb up right here. Look at all the pecans up in there. I mean, at the end of everything has pecans on it. Look at this.
That was one heavy limb to break.
It's loaded so heavy. Wow. Well, it ain't hurting nothing because we don't use this part of the property anyway. Well, good morning everybody. Daniel Wanda back from Pecan Grove. Kind of heartbreaking what I'm looking at down through here. We, I won't call it hurricane, but Tropical Storm Arthur came through, and it was real weird for about the first 7 to 8 hours of the weather, the raining. It was just as calm as it could be. It just flooded, you know. And about the last couple of hours of it coming through, the wind got up, and we had funnel clouds and stuff like that coming through in the last band, and this is what happened. It's probably 80% of it's on the ground, and it was right at the stage of being ready. I don't know if I'll be able to salvage much of it. I just don't know, you know. I mean, it's one of them things that was the prettiest crop we've ever had, and you know, right at the peak moment. I mean, I'll show you. I'll take like one of these ears right here. You got an ear of corn like that right there. I mean, look at that. I mean, y'all see how big that is? My hand won't even reach around it. And the silks is all, you know, when we made the last video, it was about 3 days from being, a lot of it from just being ready. And the storm came in. Now everybody's saying, well, I've seen this, I've seen that. My rain gauge quit registering because the power went off. We was without power around 8 or 9 hours. When my power went off, our rain gauge had registered 15 inches. I spoke to one of the neighbors. One of the neighbors emptied his 6-inch rain gauge 4 times. So, and then it rained another 20-something, I mean another 2 inches after that. So we're looking anywhere between 25, 26 inches if all the gauges came out right. But I mean, look at that ear of corn. That's just heartbreaking. I mean, you almost want to cry, you know. If I was the kind of person who cried, I'd be a crier, I reckon. But well, you know, we were going to pull probably 50 to 100 ears of it to cut off the cob for frying corn, and we was just going to leave the rest of it in the field to dry for animal feed and chicken feed and cattle feed and stuff. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick us some ears off and for us to cut off the cob and put in the freezer, and I'm just going to leave it alone. You know, I mean, there's not much else I can do. Now, yesterday I was cleaning up we have a road over to the side over here. I was cleaning up the road and I saw a fox run out of it yesterday, right in the middle of the day. So I know the animals have found it, and I mean, they don't even have to climb to get it. It's just laying on the ground. So it will be what it is, you know. I'm not going to fret over it. It's an act of God. Evidently, God didn't want us to have it this year. That's the way I look at it. And And I guess I'm okay with that. So what I'm gonna do is we'll go through, we'll get what we can. This will all go to the cows. We won't waste it. We'll get some pretty ears off for frying. This one's actually maybe getting close to going past the point. I wouldn't go much further than that because it's done starting to turn colors. So I guess that's what we'll do this morning. We'll go through and try to find as many ears as we can. I'm going to try to get the ones that's closest to laying on the ground and get them off, because the ants will come up off the ground and go right in the end of it, and the ants are going to eat 90% of this probably. So what we'll do is we'll do that. And the thing about it is, guys, Tropical Storm Arthur was over, today's the 20th? Yeah, it was over a couple of days ago. Last night we got another, what was we seeing the gauge a while ago?
2 1/4, 2 3/4.
2 3/4 inches.
Yeah.
Last night. Tonight we're supposed to get the same thing again. So, and I looked at the extended forecast. I have 1, 2, 3, and the neighbor gave me their fields, 4, 5. I have 5, 6 fields of hay I have access to cut now. And I went down and looked at them yesterday, and this right here is what's in those hay fields. I drove through around the edges of the hay fields, and they're standing in 6 inches deep in water. And I told the people, I said, look, I have got to have a solid week of hot, dry weather to cut them fields and bale them. And I looked at the extended forecast, and for the next 3 weeks, all I see is maybe 1 or 2 days a week that it's not supposed to rain. So I told them, I said, I can't promise you when I can get to it, but if we ever get a week of pretty weather, I'll do my best to get in there and get it cut and, and try to get it baled. So you see the sky right there? I looked at the radar a while ago. There is tons of heavy rain just west of us. So Wanda and I's got to get busy this morning, try to get this up and get what we can get out of it before it starts raining on us again. Man, it's all standing in water out here. I can't tell what's what. A lot of the ears are underwater. Oh. If they're underwater, they're contaminated, so I'm going to go down to the end because that's where the best corn was at, the prettiest. That's just... Them ears probably weigh 2 or 3 pounds a piece. Yeah, a lot of these are going to just have to go to the cows where they broke off. Should have brought my machete with me. See, like, you get one like this here just laying in the dirt. It's just laying there in the dirt, and It ain't got nothing in it, I can tell you right now. See that tip? See how the tip is laying in the dirt right there? Those ants will get on that and crawl right up in the end of it.
There's one behind you too.
Well, we just decided we'll pull the ears off, and as we do, we'll chop the stalk off, take it and use it for cattle feed. And I walked up here and here's a perfect one standing straight up. It don't even have an ear on it. I mean, the ones that's left standing got no ears.
There was no weight to push it over.
I mean, guys, look at, I want y'all to look at this. That ear is 20-something inches long. Look at that.
She's got herself a ball.
I can't believe how long that ear is.
Some of the prettiest corn.
That's the prettiest. I ain't never.
I mean, we have, but it's
Not that big, I haven't.
I don't know. This got the rain it needed.
It got the rain. It got everything this year it needed to be able to.
Including wind.
Yeah, including the wind. Wow. Well, this is not how I intended to harvest corn off of this field. But you do what you got to do. This is what we gathered this morning. What I did was I went around the outside edges of the field and got the ones on the outside edges where I could drive around it. And of course the back of the Ranger is it's loaded up with corn. I got another pile around here I gotta go pick up and throw on there. I'm trying to look at the positive out of this. I'll be feeding my cows now corn every day for, well, till it's gone. And you know, I guess all I can really say is the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. That's what Job said in the Bible, you know, when they came and killed all his animals, and you know, and all of his children got killed in a storm that tore the house down they was in, and he ended up, you know, in bad shape himself with boils all over him. He said the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. And that's how I'm going to look at this, you know. And one of the other ways I'm looking at it is this was going to be cattle feed anyway. We were just going to get like 50 to 100 ears out of it to put in the freezer. So they're just getting it in the summer rather than in the winter. And what it does do is it keeps me from having to purchase any kind of feed right now for a while. So I don't have to buy any feed or nothing like that. But what it does mean is this winter, I will have to buy some this winter. So I need to make provisions for that now. Yeah, I guess is how to look at it. So I'm gonna ride around, pick up the rest of the stalks I got cut, and we're gonna go feed the cows.
Almost all of this. I mean, there's not a stalk on this end.
Nope. And I don't think it's going to stand back up.
No, this won't. It's broken over and broken on top of each other.
The ears are too heavy. The corn stalks are all broke on top of each other. There's no way it'll stand back up.
Yeah, this will not. Now, what's standing can stay for...
What's standing might crook on up and stand back up a little bit, but most of it don't have any decent ears on it hardly anyway. So.
This was the best end of the field right here.
Yeah. Girl, huh? Hey, little girl. What y'all babies doing? Y'all gonna have the squirts after all this. What you doing, baby girl? Huh? Come on, baby girls. Come on, dear girl.
At least somebody's enjoying it.
I'm not gonna hand feed you.
He's picking through it.
Of course he is. What you doing, baby girls, huh? Hey, good girl. Hey, my baby girl, huh? Hey, little girl. Hey, my little baby girl. Huh? You let me pet you the other day. Are you gonna be my new girl for the croup, huh? Say, you gonna be my
Where's
new
the other
baby girl?
baby? Where's the other baby? Oh, back here.
You gonna be my new girl for the group?
She's hiding behind Candy. No. Oh, Lucy, you're messing with them. They don't want to come when you're there. They should be good for today.
That'll be good for a while.